How's my hair?
Good. Looking like Superman.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Tom Holland.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the live today, Friday, the 13th, 31st of
May.
May. Last day in May. Rataskuna Day. Happy Rataskuna Day, everybody. Thank you guys for joining. My name is Jonathan, and this is a segment that we do every week, twice a week at 4:30. It's called On the Mat. And here we are today on the mat with the kids making lots of noise in the background. But we shall proceed. And as I have some sunglasses here, I have a tie, and I have a sport coat. Sport coat I haven't worn for a long time, but it was a great investment that I made many, many moons ago when I used to work in sales, and I was a strong believer in like look good, feel good, sell good, and so I used to dress up a lot for my old job in Canada. But I also would just wear it, go to coffee shops and work when me and Stephanie started running our own business. But as the show goes on, I'm going to make myself look more and more ridiculous to the point that we can actually start talking about what's going on in Parliament, and so I can resemble the actions of our gracious leaders. Yeah. It's just been funny. If you guys saw my story, it's just been hilarious. And my sunglasses just broke this week too. Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
It sucks.
It's been faithful for so many years now.
I know.
How many years?
Huh?
How many years have you had that sunglasses?
Man, probably 8 years.
8 years. And
8
it finally
years.
broke.
Yeah.
Wow.
So.
Well, it is like a genuine sunglass, yeah?
No. It's
No?
just like a whatever brand.
Oh,
Fisherman Eyewear. It's just, but the polarizing on them
How
is
much
really
did you
nice.
get that for?
I think like $60 something.
Still. That. Yeah. Still top.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it's still there because for $60, there's like what, 80, 90 bucks Fijian dollar.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
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 100 Fijian.
Hmm.
I guess, yeah. But this is kind of poking into the side of my head now, which is kind of uncomfortable.
Kinda like
Bula, everybody. Thank you guys for joining
yeah, Bula
our live.
NG, Bula Massive Electrical. Oh,
Massive
Massive
Electrical in
Electrical,
the
yeah.
house.
NGK.
Thank you,
Bula
guys.
Vinaka, Bula William Flex. Yeah, happy Rataskuna Day. to
Yeah,
guys.
thank you. Thank you. For those of you just joining, I'm going to be adding more layers to this ridiculous outfit as time goes on.
Bula Anita Mudalia.
Hello, Anita.
Hey,
Mudalia.
Mudalia.
Sam's last name.
Yes. Isn't it?
Yeah, I just gonna start with the sunglasses because, I just keep looking into my future and it's just too bright, so I gotta wear sunglasses. But how was your week?
It was alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
I like this weather.
Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, like cloudy, cool weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm not sweaty at all.
Maybe I can go like this.
And I was just like telling my friend today, I said, man, I really love this weather. I can just,
Yeah, comfortable.
function well.
Yeah.
In this weather.
Yeah, I agree. We've been staying in Sabsabu, where Stephanie's parents have rented like a villa, and so because they're here for quite a while, and so we thought it would be safer to be kind of on that side of the island where it's typically a bit cooler, and in a bit more of a shaded area because we're kind of like in the jungle. Like,
Right.
Yeah, with lots of shade, lots of tree cover, and so, but yeah, it's been really rainy. It hasn't stopped raining since our live
Since our
on Friday. Eh?
Friday.
Yeah, so it's been a week
been
of
a
just
week.
straight rain and wind.
Seriously?
So since that day, it hasn't stopped raining, and it's been a super strong wind.
Kind of like
So-
silver weather right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What sucks is like I've borrowed my friend's boat and brought it over to that side of the bay, and now I brought it over the day I was meeting with the president. And so I rushed to get the boat over. Was even a few minutes late for my meeting with him. And then when I came back the next day, it started raining and I had to take the boat out of the water, put it beside the house, and I was just sitting beside the house and the motor's on a blanket on the veranda.
But just looking
After all
at
that,
it, you're like,
dude, it's just taking me off. I just can't believe it. But it is what it is.
Yeah, me and Corey, we were looking forward. I was like, oh, we're going to do another one like the one.
Oh yeah, because we could have
last
done it
Friday.
tonight.
But now it's gonna be in a boat and we're gonna be dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comfortable?
Buy a box.
Thank you. I know, dude. I know. I'm more upset than you are even probably. Okay. What are we going to talk about today? Drew a game tomorrow
Draw game tomorrow.
in Suva.
It's apparently it's Rebels last game.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah,
And
they've been
That's it for Super Rugby.
for Rebels.
Yeah.
What happened with that?
I don't know.
Okay,
maybe
I need
they
to look
got
into this,
stopped
actually.
Funded by whatever. I don't know. Really.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
Melbourne Rebels. Do you guys know why the Melbourne Rebels are no longer? Because
I just heard that from Croatia. It's like, oh yeah, yeah, I remember because it came out in the news one time. I think it was last year that this should be their last year playing.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking to see if there's any news, because the Rebels are. Okay. Here we go. For those of you who are wondering what the
Yeah,
Melbourne
yeah.
Rebels. Okay, I'm gonna read the Melbourne Rebels statement. So Melbourne Rebels, there's a big competition that happens in club rugby in the Pacific. It's called Super Rugby. For those of you who don't know, in England they have like Gallagher's Premiership League. Then they have Top 14 in France. They have La Liga, or I don't know what that one is called in Italy. That's a soccer one. Then they have Japanese. So we have Super Rugby. One of the teams in Super Rugby is going to be no longer. Club statement. Today it has been confirmed that the 2024 season will be the Melbourne Rebels' last in Super Rugby Pacific for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
To our members, fans, partners, and supporters, thank you. We are all incredibly proud of our players, coaches, and staff in delivering our most successful season ever in the most challenging of circumstances. Your unwavering support over the past 14 years is deeply appreciated. This year in particular, your attendance at games and support from the sidelines have uplifted the team during the difficult times. Our journey this year has been turbulent, and we couldn't have made it through without you, and we are deeply grateful. But it's not over yet. We have one final ride, our first ever finals campaign, and know you'll be there with us, cheering us on as we fight to the very end. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Always fighting, always Rebels.
Wow.
So I don't really know why the Melbourne Rebels are no longer.
Micah is saying it's debt over debt.
Oh, okay, so they just can't pay the players, can't pay the salaries,
I
can't pay
guess.
the fees. Yeah. So that would be on the marketing department, I suppose. So.
Si Samson Roca, John, you big pimping in those glasses.
Oh, big pimping.
Clayton Jr. Murikanaka.
Thank you by the way. Thank you for the compliment.
How's the weather on that side of
Like the
globe?
rock, eh?
Yeah. As you can see, it's been like this for the past.
Yeah, quite cloudy.
Well, for us, it's just a few days. But for the guys in Sandalwood, it's been cloudy and raining, and same as in Suva. So, I kind of like this weather. It's cold and. You know. Oh, it's your pimping song.
Yeah. Well, that's a big pimp.
Big pimping. On this side. Yeah.
We're gonna get cut off for copyright though if we keep doing this. So. That's the vibe right now. So sorry to see the Melbourne Rebels go, but we're gonna destroy you tomorrow. So too
Man,
bad.
but like, talk about that guy though. Was that Fijian player that's playing for Melbourne Rebels? Melbourne Rebels.
Oh, Ndongunu.
Because he just got signed in.
Yeah, he just got signed this year. So
Yeah.
I don't know what the move was there because he was with the Reds before, and so yeah, because that was a pretty awesome team. Like it was Vunivalu, it was Uru, it was Ndongunu, and who's the prop with him right now? Ravai.
Ravai.
Yeah. So there was like a
Ravai,
good gang. There was a good
dude.
gang of Fijians on the Reds team,
Yeah.
and then Ndongunu went in his own direction for whatever
Right,
reason
right.
that was. But he's had a great season with the Rebels, so he's not. I mean, he's gonna have a club that's gonna scoop him up for sure.
I bet.
But
Do you think Reds will scoop him up?
well, I don't know if like he'll go back there. Or, I don't know why he wasn't. Like I don't know what happened there, anyways. But yeah, Filippo representing Vanuatu.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He should come back to Bandura.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, can we
But
play from
like,
Tuan
dude, we
Ba?
have so many good wings and centers right now. Like we have Muntz now, Masi.
Can he play halfback? Can you see him as a halfback player?
I don't know about
No?
that. No.
No. Fullback?
Fullback probably. He's been really good in the centers. Like he was wing. He was the wing for a long time, and now he's been a center, and he's been killing it in the centers. He's very good, very very good.
We need some replacement in the fullback.
Hey, oh, so he's
Bisa
so
number
processor.
50.
You don't like the way he plays?
Dude, he's been messing up ever since
Yeah.
like the game's been starting. He's like drops the ball, he
Oh.
runs the ball and doesn't like protects the ball, and
Right.
loses it.
He had a really good
every
World Cup
single
campaign.
time. Even the last game. What was that? That was ridiculous. He
Yeah.
got a yellow card at
Well,
the end.
yeah. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Anyways,
Anyway,
good games. Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game.
great games.
Yeah.
Great games. I'm just gonna check if you guys asked us any questions.
John, can you catch a chicken?
For what?
This live chicken.
What's that?
This from Angie. Can you catch a chicken?
Man. Yeah, we've had sticks and stuff.
John's favorite pet is the chicken.
Oh yeah.
So he sleeps
No,
with
I
the
hate
chicken.
chickens so much.
Yeah. He
With
loves
all my heart.
chicken.
With all of my heart. I hate chickens. All right, I guess we might as well add the tie as we keep going here.
Okay, well,
Oh, my big head, eh?
tighten on
Really?
your head.
Oh, no, I shouldn't.
Yeah.
I made it small. Turn around my head.
Yeah.
Okay. Set. The suit is getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming slowly.
Yeah. Yeah, the reason that I'm getting dressed up is because I'm going to keep dressing up until we start talking about what's been going on in the politics recently here, which has been just unbelievable. Simply unbelievable. But first, I feel like we should talk about some other news before we get started. Meth has been found inside a loaf of bread. Okay, very interesting. So we have a big problem with, apparently all the meth that was found in those drug raids was coming from Mexico on its way to Australia. I think many people have seen that ABC News report now. One was, I think, on HIV crisis, one was on the meth crisis, and then another one is on like corruption or something like that, I think, in government. I can't remember. I haven't seen the other one. The Fiji police force confirmed dealers are now resorting to new alternatives of concealing drugs. Assistant Commissioner received a report on Friday following discovery of a Ziploc bag with white crystal, believed to be methamphetamine, inside a loaf of bread. This is pretty normal. I've heard of this overseas, like where we used to live in Canada, where people were hustling drugs inside of loaves of bread. And sometimes, you get lucky and you get a loaf of bread with some crystal meth in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you're a person who's looking to commit illegal crimes, that's good for you. But
Just
for those of
like
us who, make toast or, toast bread for our kids in the morning, I don't know, it makes me uncomfortable. That makes me uncomfortable. So, very interesting. Now, I have a distant relative, all right, who used to be in the force. And he knows Vanuatu like the back of... I sound like saying the back of his hand because I don't really know the back of my hand that well, but he knows it very, very well. He knows he's been to every single village in the whole northern division, which is pretty crazy when you think about it, even the outer islands. He was approached last week by a couple of Russians who asked him if he could, because there's still apparently a bunch of meth missing somewhere in Fiji. And these guys came and asked him because he knows the area very well, if he would be willing to assist to try to,
You?
locate. This is my understanding of what happened. I could be off on this. This could just be, I could just be making this all up. But apparently there's a bunch of Mexican cartel drugs that are missing, and Russians are now in Fiji trying to locate the missing meth. Nobody knows about this.
Oh, sure.
That's why I'm not telling anybody.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
It's getting sketchy out here.
Caesar says, I love cream loaf. Others love ice loaf.
Ice loaf, yeah. I never felt so awake after eating bread. I didn't sleep for 5 days after eating that long loaf. Can you imagine?
Right.
Right?
Pumped up.
Oh,
It's the best.
I want to
loaf.
start a business. Okay. What else? What else do you guys want to discuss?
There's a comment. Oh, Jim and one guy in the chat.
Hey! What's up?
Bula Jim, Bula Wanga.
Looking forward to seeing you guys. We leave for Vitilevu on Friday, I think, next week, or Saturday. So I hope that you guys are here sometime next week. I think the weather will be really bad to go diving, but we'll see. Because the visibility is so bad on the side.
Oh, no.
Because all of the rivers flowing out, like Mombasa River, all the creeks and stuff are yeah. Well, actually, no, it's been dry on this side, but Alan just said that the visibility has just been really bad. So I'll confirm. Just let us know what day you guys are coming, so that we can plan it out. Because I'll bring my father-in-law and everything. Because the weather's been so crappy on our side. So.
Bula David from Australia.
David from Australia, thank you for joining. Would you
Also, are they coming on the 14th?
on the 14th?
Yeah. Will you be back by then, or will you guys be there?
Yeah, we might be actually. Yeah, I think we will be here. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yes? No?
Yeah, I think we're back. I think we're game. So that might actually work really good. Because
we'll be going fishing, spear fishing.
Yeah, that'll be good. Because actually we might be staying out at Alan's even. I'd already talked to him about that, so we'll see. But we'd be so stoked to have you guys. Anyways, word of the day today is emolument. Emolument? Emolument. It must be emolument. So, for those of you guys who have been watching the news in Fiji, there's been a lot of drama in the political space lately. Okay, I guess I'm going to start talking about politics.
Yeah. Put on your
I
politics.
gotta rep the old blazer, the old Ralph Lauren. You see the sleeves in this one?
Where's the Sika?
Huh?
Suki.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, before you start.
So, you guys will now address me as Mr. Sir Master. So, nice to meet you guys.
Dude,
Huh?
you look so cool.
Hello, everybody, and nice to meet you all. Thank you for joining the live. We're about to get into it. Boy, I feel like when I like this, I should sit like this, eh?
Honorable sir.
Honorable sir. Nice to meet you guys. So, I'll just start off by saying that I am the biggest idiot in the world. And so these are just my own opinions. And my opinions don't even reflect the opinions of my wife, okay? So, yeah, nobody shares my opinions, all right? So this is just for the sake of conversations that you guys will start interacting with me, Mr. Honorable Minister Sir.
Minister sir.
Yeah, Mr. Honorable Minister Sir,
Minister,
okay?
sir,
It's
yeah.
not honorable, it's not minister, it's Mr. Honorable Minister
Minister,
Sir.
sir.
So when you guys address me from now on for the rest of this live, every comment must start with Mr. Honorable Minister Sir. Otherwise, I will not answer your questions.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, as Speaker of the Mat, I would like to announce the word of the day is emolument. And all the media outlets have been using this word emolument all week, like we know what it means. And like I understand that there's an emolument committee, but like I speak English as a first language and I don't know what that word means. And do you know what it means?
No.
Have you ever heard it before?
No idea. This
Yeah, I
first
mean,
time
like,
hearing it.
but like me and you are we're really big idiots, right?
Right,
So like
right.
super big idiots. But I do appreciate the respect of Mr. Honorable Minister, sir.
Minister
So,
Honorable Minister.
Mr. Honorable Minister, sir, is a huge idiot. But the word emolument means profit from employment or office. So also called a wage or a salary. So we, as the party of representatives from the mat, would like to ask everybody if we could please just use normal words that normal people understand. Like salary, like wages, like getting paid for doing a job. Because words like emolument make me take up my phone and have to Google define emolument, which really makes Mr. Honorable Minister, sir, quite upset because it's a very simple concept that doesn't need to be. You guys have been complicating that for us this week. So I would like to convene this meeting with the groundbreaking knowledge that we now have of the definition of the word emolument, which means profit from employment or office, also called a wage or a salary. Okay? Thank you. I'll drink a coffee.
Thank you, Mr. Honorable Mr. Sir.
Mr. Honorable
Mr.
Minister,
Honorable
sir.
Minister. Sir. Dude, this is a tongue twister.
Mr. Honorable Minister, sir. Yeah. So there's a lady in Parliament named Linda Tambuya, okay? Very popular lady. A lady who I quite liked. And I just like people who will speak their mind, right? And I felt like she's that person. Like, when the election was happening, there seems to be a lot of drama around her. I mean, I feel like when you look at her, it's like, how does a person like her not attract some sort of drama? Because she is not your typical, like, laid to the side, like, Mandua, like Fijian, woman. Like, if you were to line her up against, like, Lenora, Tambua, like very different personalities in my opinion, right? Like one's very flash and outgoing, and one is she kind of like just like deserves almost like your respect just by default.
Right.
And I think there needs to be a place for both of them in Parliament. I think they're both healthy for our political system. But there's been some drama around her in the last few months. But whatever, right? Mr. Honorable Minister, sir, says, whatever, we just look to the other side. And going, Soli.
Yeah, we're going.
There's a women's Soli in Wailewu, Corona.
I don't know. I can't see it.
Yeah, he must be sitting there.
Must be hiding in there.
Hiding in there.
Basketball.
So
Yeah.
because he said I have to go shower.
Shower.
Correa's going to the women's Soli in Tikino,
He's gonna
Wailewu.
be the chief guest there.
Probably.
He's telling me, it's like, oh yeah, I was told to go Soli. So apparently, alright, sidetrack right now.
Yeah.
Apparently this kind of Soli is like, he does the Soli and to like sponsor a woman, because it's a woman, Soli for women,
yeah.
right? And that whoever the person is gonna like do his dinner or like serves him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's like, whoa, so what? It's like, she'll like serve you grog and all that. Yeah, I'll just sit there. She'll feed me and like, she'll like spoon your food and like give it to you. It's like, yeah, everything like this. Like, dude, you going for the Soli to support them or you?
Going to find one girl. There's a lot of light-skinned girls in my level too.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've never been there.
I may or may not have had a crush on one.
And I was like telling me, oh, you should take Tui. It's like, no. I'll just go. I don't want him to steal the spotlight. No. I'm not that kind of
Koroy, man.
person.
Koroy.
Anyways,
Good luck,
back
Koroy.
to Minister Honorable
Yeah.
Minister Sir.
Mr. Honorable. No, you said Minister Honorable.
Oh,
It's
what?
Mr. Honorable Minister, sir.
Mr. Honorable
Yeah.
Minister Sir. Okay,
Yeah.
Mister. Okay.
Come here. Come.
Okay,
Come.
okay.
And yeah, buddy.
The boys want some juice.
I don't have any juice. Yeah, sorry. Mr. Honorable Minister, sir, is what you will call me. All right? These kids are. Hey, I'm not your dad. I'm Mr. Honorable Minister, sir. Hey, what is my name? What's my name?
Oh, Dad.
No. Mr. No. I will
no.
not.
Yeah.
You will not address me like that disrespectfully. Mr. Honorable Minister, sir.
Mr.
Okay?
Mr.
Honorable
Honorable
Minister, sir.
Mr.
Yes. What would you like?
Can I get some noodles?
Can you get some noodles?
Yeah, Daddy.
The crushed one?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Go get one. Yeah.
Is that the dry noodle?
I guess so.
Oi!
They want to eat
Oh,
something.
I don't.
Apologize, members of our committee are stepping out of line, so they will be fired, similar to the members of the FFP. But we're getting to that. So, kind of all jokes aside, so Linda Tambuya has actually been, I think she stirs the pot a little bit, which is good. I think we need that. She is the chair, to my understanding, okay guys, and I'm an idiot, right? So just, you please clarify in the comments if I'm wrong. To my understanding, what I read on wasn't it Fiji Village or Fiji Times, she is the chair of the Emoluments Committee. So the committee that manages the wages of our members of parliament. She has come out recently and gone bad on Biman Prasad. And so Sudelpa and the NFP joined together to form a coalition so that their combined votes beat the Fiji First
People's
vote.
Alliance.
Huh?
People's Alliance.
Oh, sorry. What did I say?
You said Sodelpa.
Sudelpa, sorry. See, I'm an idiot, right? Sorry. People's Alliance, NFP,
NFP.
joined together in a coalition so that they could beat Fiji First. Now, she is going bad on the leader of the other the party that's in the coalition with them, Mr. Biman Prasad. Doctor Biman Prasad? I think it is doctor. All we know is that I'm Mr. Honorable Minister, sir. And so that is how I will be addressed. I can't wait for memes just to rip me apart. People are screenshotting this. And so she is the leader of the Emoluments Committee, the committee that manages the wages. She has gone bad on Biman Prasad saying that he is trying to actually form an alliance or a coalition with the Fiji First party.
really?
Yeah. And so this has pissed a lot of people off, obviously. And so apparently she has proof of it. I don't know what that proof is. But Biman Prasad is now on the defensive about that. So she's kind of stirred the pot, right? And there's been this proposal for an increase in salary of of a bunch of politicians and their kind of the benefits that they get, access to government housing and stuff like that.
Right.
But we're talking from $45,000 to $80,000 increase, from $160,000 to $200,000 increase, $120,000 wage to $160,000. So we're talking in some cases more than $40,000 a year in increase. I don't mind if people make more money. That's all great and grand and wonderful. But private companies don't give increases like that unless you've had a superb performance as an employee. But to me, a real indicator of of a unhealthy situation is when your government grows faster than the economy. And so at the moment, I feel like government is expanding in a way that is much, much faster than the economy. And we haven't, my vote, all right, like I don't even have a party side. I don't really care about politics at all. I just find this hilarious because like we're going to give these big increases and it really feels like not much is getting done. And like I'm all for change. Like for like what happened in the last election, that's all cool. That's G. That's like real sweet with me, Mr. Honorable Minister, sir. But like the feeling on the ground is that like we don't know what's getting done. And then for people to be like I want or like yes to these big pay increases is like we're all like what? Like but how? What? Like you need like show us like what you've done and then like sure like we'll be happy to do it, but like to me right now it seems like government is increasing at a far faster rate than our economy is, and we are confused, I suppose. Just like tell us why and what you've been doing, and then like we can then we'll at least be informed. Like you work for us, right? And so my job is to support, like as a Christian, my job is to support our leaders, not to rip them apart. And so that's not what this is. I just feel like if you want to lead and you want people to back you, you need to like, you need to help us to see that like you're helping us win. And I feel like people are like confused about like what's been going on because we feel like progress isn't really happening. But like there's a lot of years of undoing of things that you guys are doing in the parliament right now that like we just don't understand. And so like maybe it just takes a long time to get something done, but like we just love to know that. I'd love to just sit down with somebody and just talk, and not from a party, but just like an expert on the situation. That's what is anybody saying anything?
Yeah.
Or
Everyone's saying just okay with Nora. Minister, Honorable Minister, sir.
thank you.
This is very confusing. Not a fan of politics anyways. Hopefully afterwards you'll increase our minimum wages to $10.
Yes, I hear. All right. So that's kind of my rant about that. Like I'm not really into politics at all, and so like I don't understand really much about it. But this is just my simple understanding. I'm trying to translate it for everybody so that we can just have a conversation, constructive conversation around this. The hilarious thing that has happened recently is that the Fiji First has fired like 17 of their members. Get this, all right? Try to make sense of this for me. So, Linda Tambuya is the head of the committee that manages the wages. This committee has suggested all of these pay increases for members of parliament and people who sit in parliament. Because, and I'm just, okay, tinfoil hat here, I'm just like thinking maybe, right? Just maybe. Like this is just totally my assumption and like, conspiracy theory here. It says, I read online that these 17 members were fired because all the Fiji First members were supposed to vote against the motion for the pay increases.
Oh.
Because Linda is a part of the People's Alliance. And like, it doesn't make sense for Fiji First to be voting in support of a motion that's been put forward by like their opposition party, right? But Fiji First, like they were asking their members to vote against their own pay increase.
Oh.
You understand what I'm saying? Oh. So like Linda is like, or like this committee that she's in charge of is like, hey, we suggest give everybody a pay increase. And then like the opposition, obviously in classic opposition style, is like, don't vote for that. Because like that's what the opposition wants to do, is increase the pay. And like we'll look good if we're like the party that's like, no, we don't need pay increases. But like imagine like being told like, don't vote for a $40,000 wage increase.
Right.
You're like, dude, that's like my family's money, like food on our table, like a
Obviously, they
vacation.
will.
You know, like that's like a whole car, like 40,000 if you're getting that increase.
Yeah.
So like, it's just like a hilarious situation, and I wonder if Linda Tambuya is like making this, you know, her committee is making this motion so that FFP people, like, they just feel torn because they're being told not to vote for this pay increase, but like 16 or 17 of them voted for it
Yeah.
because they all want the raise,
Yeah.
and then they all got expelled out of their own party.
So their own party.
Yeah, expelled them.
Sure.
But they're going to be going after, apparently. They're going to be coming back and going after because it goes against their constitution, the FFPs, the Fiji First Constitution.
Right, they can't do that.
Like, they're not allowed to do that, apparently. But I'm just like, what if Linda is like playing this like long game where she's like, all right, we suggest pay increases. Like, I'm in charge of this
Everyone.
committee. We suggest pay increases. They're going to naturally not vote for it because they're the opposition. But like, a bunch of them aren't going to be able to say no. So we're going to like tear their party apart from the inside because like a bunch of them are going to vote yes because like, who doesn't want a pay increase?
Right.
And then we're going to like destroy their party.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, you're
Does it make
so
sense?
deep thought.
Oh, right?
Mr. Honorable,
Mr. Honorable Minister, sir.
Okay, I see where you're coming from.
Right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
All
kind of
right.
see that. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's
So-
your theory.
That's just my theory.
Right.
Like, and that's about as far as my theory goes. But like, I just like, it's just fun to talk about. I'll take this off now because I conclude my my session as Mr. Honorable Minister, sir. Thank you guys for enjoying with me. Well, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that that could be a possibility of like what might be happening right now, or no?
I'm just gonna go backtrack like what
Okay.
everybody's
Okay,
saying.
okay.
It's from America. Minister, Honorable Minister, sir.
Thank you.
We need people like you, sir, in our parliament. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
sunglasses, like loose tie. Dude, I want to be that guy. Just like,
And a bottle of grog there.
dude, I should photobomb like them like going into Parliament, just like get in the line, just like walk. Oh.
You be like putting in your motion, like, wait, thank you for that. Thank you.
I'm just saying, like, I wonder if that's true. I don't know. I'm a complete idiot, all right? But what if that, because that's actually pretty freaking genius. Let me suggest, none of them can vote for anything that we suggest. But if we suggest pay increases, they're not going to be able to say no to that.
Yeah.
And so then like 17 of them secretly like say yes, not secretly, I guess. And then, because like who can say no to like extra money on your, like a $40,000 increase in your salary? I'd be like, oh, screw the party, dude. This is for my family.
Yeah.
This is for like my kids. This is for my wife.
Yeah.
And then it might be genius, but I might also just be a stupid person.
Imagine that on top of their salary already, another 40 grand.
Boo.
Like Tyson was saying, that's not even what a normal worker in Fiji would even take home.
No. It's not even what I take home.
Yeah.
I'm like net zero for the last like 4 years. And like,
Crazy.
yeah. Or any what else? What else?
This is from Israeli.
But don't address them if they don't start properly.
Minister, Honorable Minister.
Thank you.
The national strategy of the week is, if you cannot convince them, confuse them.
Yeah, yeah. That's actually, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Because that's actually really well said. Who is this?
Israeli. Yeah.
Israel, yeah. That is actually really, really accurate to what I'm like suggesting might be going on here. Just confusing things and causing, it's just crazy like how much drama is going on in the politics right now. I just think it's like, it's just so hilarious. And I take no sides. I just think it's quite entertaining. Like, because if that's the play, I'm like, That's freaking genius. That's freaking genius.
This is from Wanga. Risky.
Also,
Yeah. Sorry.
only a woman could think of this. I'll also say that. Me, Mr. Honorable Minister, sir, who used to be, I don't think that far ahead. But women, women can come up with a plan like this to
Mind games,
destroy you from the inside. Mind games. Oh yeah, like that's a freaking scheming. Like, okay, men, we can't think of these kinds of ideas. No. This is on a different level. This is on a different level. This is a woman level of scheming. Yeah.
Just says, you lose the uniform, you lose the title. No more Mr.
Okay.
Minister.
Shoot, okay. Touche. All right. I give up my title. I resign. And but I do ask for the pay increase, please.
Yeah.
Please, I want the 40,000. Even $40. Anything. Empaysa mai, please.
This is from Wanga. Risky playing with these people's lives. If that was the game she was playing, also risking the party as we can see now with the backlash from the public, playing with fire.
Yeah, and so like that's why I'm like it's probably not actually what's happening because like who plays games on that level? You'd have to be very, very bold and borderline reckless to seriously
Already?
already.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. You want to play games?
You should have kept your uniform on.
Yeah, that's why it's happening to me.
Yeah.
Eh?
Because they were respecting you.
They were
before,
respecting me
you know?
before, and now they're
didn't poop on
disrespecting
you.
me.
And
Yeah,
now
now they're
it was like, okay, no more Mr. Honorable Minister, sir.
Huh? Rosoa.
There's a huge gecko there.
It just starts dripping on me now. Oh, he's right there.
Yeah.
This side.
Shoot it again.
Hey. Huh? Oh. What have I done? Okay. Yeah. Any other comments?
Yeah, it's like, I'll vote for you, Rim Tyson. Sorry, Mr. Honorable Minister, sir.
Yeah, you guys, I'm just back to my normal title now.
Okay,
No need to,
back to the normal.
yeah.
Okay. Hey, thank you, Sammy Stone, for the donation.
Thank you, Sammy. Appreciate that very much. Not necessary, but that's really cool. Thank you for... If we were to ever launch like a Patreon thing, like would you guys ever be down for that? What would you guys want us to talk about? I've never really thought about it before. But like, I'm also not really a big fan of putting things behind a paywall. I'd rather just be open. Because we don't really make content for making money from the content. It's like a long game, just with branding. And so, yeah, I've never thought about like putting any sort of segment behind a paywall. I just feel like nobody would
Right.
watch.
This
But
from Sister. Mr. Sir, politicians should focus more on important issues, like cleaning the clown makeup off when they wake up in the morning.
okay.
Wow.
Okay.
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 And it's from Marika. I believe if you in Parliament right now with FFP, you definitely won't ask for pay increase because do help people a lot. What?
Oh, because I help a lot of people?
Yeah, okay. You help a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say, like, I mean, but if you're in Parliament and like somebody's like suggesting like a pay increase and you feel like you're doing a good job at your job, then like you might say yes. Like it's easy for me to say. But when it comes to putting food on your family's table or like, building your house back in your village or something like that, like, you look at $40,000, like that's a lot of money, And so I don't want to say that I'd be the perfect person, nor will I ever get involved in politics. I just was commenting on it because I thought like, oh, this is very interesting. But yeah, those. Yeah, we just feel like as the people that we just need like a little explanation. I wish people would. This would not be good for like our sponsorships or working with the different companies that we work with, like to be in politics. But like, that's not. That's not why. We're soon. Yeah, maybe in half an hour.
They said, Mommy, bring it back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you
yeah.
said.
Okay, after that we'll have you guys talk about your week
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
But I have dirty feet.
You did feet.
Go wash them.
Go wash your feet, and then you guys come and tell everybody about what you've been up to.
Hey, Abin, Ari.
Yeah, we just need a little bit of explanation. That's all about what's been going on, what everybody's been up to, and why you deserve the pay increase. That's all. Like, I'm for politicians making a bunch of money, but like it has to be reflective of the condition. It has to be reflective of the output and results of their work, measurable results. And so you work for us. We're not able to measure some of the things that we obviously feel like we need to measure. Also, you guys are recovering from like a long time of like another government. So like, also if you could just say that, then we might be able to understand. Because like, it's easy to build roads when you take money from China. It's easy to do stuff when you get free money coming in from different governments around the world. So like, progress is not simply just like good, because like we could sell our soul, like in Vanuatu, like where the Chinese came in and built that huge port that they can never actually afford, so the Chinese just own the port, and now they have like a free air base in the South Pacific. Like, that's not just building stuff and like maintaining our roads and, you know, paying people more, increasing minimum wage. That's not necessarily the sign of like people who are doing good. Like, this is a very like, we need like a very well-rounded approach, but we just need a little bit of explanation. That's all.
This from Tyson. Why can't they think of the people first? Because that's what they're supposed to do. The people first.
Right. Yeah, and that's the hard part as a citizen sitting back and looking at all the infighting that's going on in the House right now is like, can you guys just stop? Because like, we need help over here. I mean, at the end of the day, that's just what you're thinking about. And sometimes I feel like we're so enslaved to the countries that we get money from that we can't say no to certain things. We have to be so on board with certain agendas that it's not the people first all the time.
What is it?
Because
Go. Get
What is
it.
it?
Get the rest.
because we're trying to make sure that we keep the money coming in. And so like, I don't have all the answers, and I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I'd love to be able to sit down with people, and that's where I'm saying this wouldn't be good for our sponsorships or whatever, but I don't care. I just want to have open conversations like we had with the Tui Mali. Like, I mean, I don't necessarily agree or disagree with all the things that he was saying. I think also there needs to be some, more clear interpretation around like the things he was saying. But like, I just love conversations like that open up like dialogue, and I'd love for this to be a place where like we could have those dialogues.
Yeah.
Like, I would love if like PM would come on and just like talk to us about. I don't care about like his politics or whatever. Like, I just want to talk about his life. And so I met with the president the other day, and I asked him if he would ever do an interview, or I probably didn't word it right. Like, I didn't really.
I think you didn't word it right.
Yeah, I didn't really like hard sell him on it either. Like, I said, like, would you ever do an interview? And like, when that's probably not the right word to use, but I was like, podcast doesn't make sense. He won't really know what is a podcast. So like, maybe like what the layout is, the informal layout of a podcast. I should have just said, would you ever have a conversation?
See, I told you. Put on the uniform. Put on the uniform,
Shoot.
man.
Is that gonna stain my stuff? Do you think?
No.
The gecko spray?
No.
No.
Oh, that's the gecko
Yeah.
spray? Oh. There's a gecko pooping on you.
No, it's dripping now. Yeah, but he said he couldn't do it until after his term is over, and then he'd love to have a conversation. But yeah, like if I would sit down with somebody like the president, like I don't care about the politics or whatever he does. Like I'm sure that would come up in conversation, but like I want to know stuff about the president, like who is your dad? Like, you know, like he's a high chief, right? Tuimadawata, right? Who is your dad? Like, what was he known for? Like, because I just know from my own experience with my grandfather being chief in this village, like, you know, he was respected in certain ways that made people look up to him. And I think probably because he had to be, because he wanted to be that person, because he wanted to be a good leader. Like, you know, where did you meet your wife? Like, I'd ask the president, like, how did you guys fall in love? You know, maybe there's a cool story behind that. Like, what do you like to do for fun? Like, he has a fishing boat in Nanduri. Like, does he enjoy fishing, or does he just have it to go for picnics in Maduatewai, right? Like, just stuff like that, fun stuff, just to talk about and just to get to know a different side. That's what I would love this platform to be about, whether it's rugby players or yeah, politicians or different, just, you know, characters and influencers. And just normal people in Fiji. Like, I would love to have a conversation with the guy who cleans the streets in Labasa. To ask him, like, what it's like to be a guy who, like, cleans the drains. Yeah.
Could I make eggs? We're hungry.
You're hungry?
Yeah.
Is there eggs here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I've
can
got
make
some
eggs.
there.
Yeah. They're hungry. They just ate when we came here, but they're hungry again. That's boys. Yeah, because I listen to a podcast once in a while with Theo Vaughn, and he interviews like all sorts of people. He interviewed a carny, like guy who runs the carnival, like the Ferris wheel, like all the rides, like a no-name guy.
Where?
Huh?
Where?
On his podcast. Like the festival, the carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the guys that like run the equipment. You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
like
the
when
machines,
they pause, stop
yeah.
it, load everybody, then they start it. Like he interviewed one of those guys.
Oh, yeah.
He interviewed a New York. It was like NYC, so New York City garbage man. He just interviewed a guy who drives a garbage truck, and it was just like the most honest, awesome conversation. It was great. It was like so interesting. Like I would recommend you guys go listen to that because that was actually like one of his best episodes
Who
in
was
my
it?
opinion. Theo Vaughn.
Theo Vaughn.
Yeah.
Man, that would
Just
be
to
nice,
interview,
eh?
just a fisherman.
random
I'd love to
person.
interview a fisherman. A soldier.
Or
like
those that sell the beans and
Yeah, like a farmer, a middleman.
Yeah.
Right. That would be kind of stuff that I would love to do, and I feel like you guys would probably be into that as well. Yeah. Is there any other questions or anything?
this from Danielle. Going back to what you were talking about.
Right. Right.
Couldn't agree more. Everyone is struggling with the cost of living, not just those in parliament who are voting in, by the very people who are also trying to put food on the table for their families.
Right.
And this is from Aquila. This is not about Linda. This is about the government as the employer who is doing a review of salary that hasn't been done over 10 years.
Okay. Okay. See, like
Yeah.
yeah, that's great information.
Previous opposition members, MP salaries was 50k for 10 years. Where is the incentive for people to keep working hard and stay in parliament? I wouldn't want to get into parliament with this salary. School principals get better pay than MPs who work in the highest policy making institution for the country. The pay increase, if you read the independent consultant report, is more about benchmarking of salaries against similar jurisdictions in the Pacific region and the top government roles.
Okay. Okay.
At the moment, permanent secretaries who report to ministers are
Yep.
paid better than ministers.
Okay. Okay. See, and that's great. Actually, I have the full emoluments report. It's like a 125-page report, open on one of the tabs on my browser on my phone because I want to read through it so I can understand it on a deeper level. I also don't want this to be a place where we just talk about politics because that might be boring for people and also unnecessary. But that's really good information. Yeah, I mean, a $50,000 wage in Fiji is like a very good wage. That's sick. And yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. That's where I feel like. Shoot. Sorry, guys. Let me see. That's where I feel like the system might be a little bit flawed because like I don't know if politicians should they even be paid? Should it be something that you volunteer for? I don't know, like I don't think so, but like I don't like maybe there should be a cap on like what people can make like in parliament so that like it forces you to like do a good job while you're there and then move on, and it keeps people going because like it's not the best way to make a living. But like if it becomes a place where like you can get rich, like not only do you have power then, but then you also have money. And how hard is it to release the power alone, let alone like a very good paying job potentially? And like after you serve in politics, or like if you are a member of parliament, like how good is that on a resume? Like you're not struggling to find another job after that. Like somebody's going to hire you. And so, you know, if there is like this thing where it's like, hey, that's so good for my resume, like then I do it and I move on. That keeps like maybe that keeps like the fresh blood going. Maybe that means that it's not like an end of life thing. Like so we get all these oldies serving in parliament, but we actually get like young people who, you know, just want it on their resume so that they can go off and do bigger and better things like financially. So they're not just sitting there making. I'm just like tossing out ideas, but I could be out to lunch here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I feel like if it's a place where you can have lots of authority and be rich, boy, like, man, it's like power. Like I said last live, like power corrupts, right? And so if you combine power and rich, it's hard to stay like innocent. I think. Yeah. I could be wrong. I am wrong, actually. I know I'm wrong. But I'm just tossing our ideas here. Yeah. Any comments?
It's just his only natural teachers get paid better than leeches.
Yeah.
This is from Nora. I like how your boys ask for your approval before doing anything. So much respect.
Yeah. Well, especially with running the oven and doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lee's been doing pretty good.
Yeah, but Leaky's been doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, thank you for pointing that out. I can't take that for granted. I don't really think anything of them
For
asking
his
me.
age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, as far as them asking me, I just don't even think about it. But maybe it is respectful to ask before you do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with the stove.
Yeah. How's it going in there? It's like,
not
sounds
bad.
like I'm smelling burnt eggs right now.
So we're having breakfast, dinner.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
So
I know.
good, brother.
Anything else? Anything else to talk about on the?
Well, there's a lot that's there
Yeah.
to talk about.
Oh, so
Mommy got his teeth out.
yeah.
Ew.
Did they pull his teeth?
Ew.
Oh,
Want to see?
yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'll show me after. Well, fuel prices to rise.
Yep.
Yay! Oh, that's great. I've never been so excited. So talking about cost of living going up. I mean, I guess it fluctuates. It goes up and down, but what is it gonna? Oh, it'll go up by 1 cent, like hardly at all. But
Here.
oh, just now.
Ew.
Oh my goodness!
Right now.
Just right now.
Ew. Eh?
Wow. He pulled it out.
Well, I think he just went like this.
Oi.
And then.
Wow. Okay, so like it just came out.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay then. All right.
Hello.
Okay, so like the propane's gonna or the gas is gonna drop by like less than a cent. Yeah. Okay. No big changes there. Villager awaits payment. Oh, so he sold some sandalwood.
Yep.
This guy.
Yep.
Concerns have been raised on the overdue payment of sandalwood by a villager on the island of Nairai. Nairai. Is that like going up by Rekreki? Out there? Nairai?
What's the name?
Nairai.
Nairai villager. I have no idea where's Nairai.
So, speaking to the newspaper, he said he sold sandalwood
Search this up while you do that.
to the Ministry of Forestry, but had yet to be paid. He began selling the native trees to the ministry in 2019 in support of the National Tree Planting Program to plant 300 million seedlings. He claims the ministry has yet to pay him more than 40,000. He said his family was a registered vendor with the ministry and been supplying seedlings under the program.
So Nairai is an island in Lomaivici.
Oh, in Lomaiviti?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm so off on that. In a letter dated August 29th from the Ministry of Forestry, he said he had planted a total of 4,000 seedlings on Nairai. He said the landowning unit in Matangali was contracted for 5 years under the Reforestation and Degraded Forest Program. So that was the RED program. I'd gone in November of last year to the office in Osori to ask about this. I used almost $100 in boat fare and still nothing. He said he was told to open an account for payments to be directed to it. They asked us to open our accounts. We've done that. Now we are waiting for payment. The question is, what else is left to do for us to get our payments? He said the team from the Ministry of Forestry had visited the island recently where he had raised his concerns. However, nothing had been done. He claimed a few other villages on the island have not received their payments as well, apart from a one-off payment of $400. He plans to buy a fiberglass boat with the money he's expected to receive. So this guy is really cool. His name is Rusiate Dengunaiwalu. So cool, like obviously an entrepreneur type guy. Like he's gonna take this money, turn it into a boat, which he'll probably use to like, because Nairai, so they'll probably take people back and forth, to the mainland, do fishing and stuff out of it. So like these are the type of people that like we really need to support. And when we're discussing pay increases for our parliamentarians and then like money that's owed to like us by the government isn't getting paid, then like we got problems. And even though that's totally unrelated to each other, like those are good things to like take care of. So this program, from what I understand, just from my past experience with it, is like there was different people who were set up to be authorized, like sellers to the Ministry of Forestry, and then I think the Ministry of Forestry would buy it off of them for like around $5 a seedling. And so, I mean, do the math. Like he's owed $40,000, so that means he raised like 8,000 seedlings that he sold or gave to the Ministry of Forestry that he hasn't been paid for yet. Like 8,000. That's a lot, eh? Well, like roughly. And if it's less, if you're selling it for less than $5, then it's more than 8,000 seedlings that he gave to the Ministry of Forestry. So, happy to support a farmer and just talk about this on the live, maybe to bring some more attention to this, more than what Fiji Times has. Add on to. I love it when news outlets report this kind of stuff. So I hope that like even just us talking about it can kind of push it along, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, poor guy. 40 grand, right?
40 grand.
And when you do that, and then you expect, like I'm gonna do all this work, and then I'm gonna be able to buy a boat. And like when you live on the outer islands, a boat is your car. Like a boat is your twin cab. A boat is your means of transportation, of being able to assist the community, to be able to put food on your table. Make money with fishing. Like, yeah. Feel bad for that guy. Thank you for highlighting that. It's good.
This dude's been commenting on
Yeah.
YouTube. Sammy Stone says, let's go back to what you said
Yeah.
earlier. Imagine a session with the PM. OMG, I would literally listen to it.
Yeah. That'd be really neat. They'll never do it because, I don't know. Maybe they would. I don't know. But because the thing about me is like I'm not an educated person with. I don't know how to ask like good questions. I'm not a guy who's like looking to break news. I'm good at having conversations with people and like just getting down to just finding out about who you are because I care. Because actually I'm curious. I'm naturally curious in that way, and so that's where the conversation would go. Like, yeah, I think I would have an awesome conversation with the PM, and we probably might not even talk about politics.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Just
I don't
life.
because I don't care about that stuff. Like, this stuff doesn't matter to me. The politics side, I would just love to just learn more about him, and you know, what he like, how he grew up. Like, I understand that he played rugby. Like, what was that? You know, to what extent did he do that? Like, again, like, how did he meet his wife? You know, what does he plan to do like after this is all over? What's the ride been like? You know, like when you're getting up there in years. You know, like just so many things that I would be interested to ask him.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we could reach out to his office. Maybe we should try. Yeah.
Sister says to like replying to Sammy.
Yeah.
I rather he sits down with the agriculture minister or PS, more in line with the channel.
Yeah. I sit down with any of them. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Minister of Agriculture. I'd feel like I'd maybe tear into him a bit too much, but.
You gonna tell him that?
Oh no, like just like I'd have more like poignant questions
Yeah.
for the Minister of Agriculture, Minister of Forestry, because like that's the industry I'm in, and so it'd be hard not to be hard on them, I guess. But maybe that would make for a good interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
Say about agriculture. Do you know what the dragon fruit is?
Yeah.
You saw this article about
Yeah, so
farmers-
read it to me? Or you want me to summarize it?
Let me read this.
It's been there for a few weeks, eh? You had
it's
it
like,
here?
put it last week, I think.
Okay.
Farmer urges youth to consider farming after harvesting 960 kg dragon fruit
Holy, that's almost a ton.
worth 14,000. That's a ton, yeah? No.
Yeah. A dragon fruit farm in the Western Division is encouraging women and youth with arable land to seriously think of farming for a living, as he has not regretted venturing into his business since 2020. Atish Kumar of Mbuambua in Lautoka can attest to the wonders of farming dragon fruit. He has already harvested 960 kilograms, reaching sales of 14,000. He's estimated that his yield will double next year. And as he now has 800 dragon fruit plants covering about a half acre of land, he hopes to continue expanding his farm and also encouraging farmers across Fiji to tap into dragon fruit farming. 14 farmers in Fiji are engaged in promoting dragon fruit cultivation. So, yeah. I mean, going from 14,000 to 28,000, that's a good jump. If he doubles that next year. But with that comes, you need extra labor, you need double the labor, you need double the inputs to make sure you get double the outputs. And so when you, doubling your outputs doesn't mean you double your revenue, especially in agriculture. Because that means you need more labor, like I said, you need more inputs like fertilizers and tooling and all that other stuff that comes along with yielding that extra amount. And so then you got to be able to find the market. So, but that's exciting for this guy. I'm stoked for him. That's very, very cool.
Better
Very
than
cool.
planting sugarcane. That's what Tyson. Not bad, 14K for nearly a ton.
Yeah, and then that's a ton off of half acre, apparently.
Half acre.
Half acre, right? So that's like a very small space. Dragon fruit doesn't take up a lot of space, but you just gotta know what you're doing. But Edward at the Taiwan Technical Mission has been so knowledgeable, and so he's the guy to talk to about dragon fruit. If you guys are curious, put in the comments in the next 2 minutes, and then I can share his contact because he's just like with a Taiwan Technical Mission in in Osori. He's so helpful and he's so knowledgeable, and actually like a really, really great guy to talk to. He was very helpful to me when I was researching guavas and stuff like that. And so, yeah.
Yeah.
They're the guys who are mainly promoting the dragon fruit
You tried? Have
cultivation.
you tried it before?
Yeah, I think I've tried it once. It's kind of like a kiwi almost. Kiwi fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I've only tasted it once in Taverny.
Oh, okay.
But it's so expensive.
So expensive, yeah.
Yeah. In the market. They sell
It's
it.
like $40 a kg.
And it goes quickly.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder who buys it.
The resorts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because that's like one of like the fruit platters or like something.
It looks like its display is so cool. It's a
Yeah.
real good. The reason why resorts like it, I think, is because it's a great conversation piece. Like you just put it on the table and people are like, "Whoa, wow, that's amazing!" And then people just start like oohing and ahhing over it, right?
Right,
And so that's why dragon fruit is great for the hotels.
I want to read you this article. Should our bosses be stopped from calling us after hours? The right to disconnect. As the world becomes increasingly online, is it time to legislate the right to log off from work at the end of the day? A growing movement around the world has seen countries introduce right to disconnect laws, which would mean that workplaces are not allowed to contact employees after hours unless it is an emergency. The purpose of these laws aim to achieve a better work-life balance in the digital era when most of us are reachable in some way via our phones.
Right.
Australia is one of the most recent countries to join this, passing a bill in February that means employees can refuse work-related communication as long as the refusal to engage is not unreasonable. Dr. Amanda Riley, senior lecturer in law at Victoria University of Wellington, told the front page. Okay, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Said.
Yeah. Okay. This is great if you don't live in a capitalist society. Like if you live under a dictatorship or you're communist. Because here's what's going to happen. Is let's say you are you're a farm manager, okay? Or you do something that somebody else does, like you guys are both in sales. And the thing about your boss is that like he never stops thinking, because entrepreneurs, they just don't stop thinking. That's just what is inherent with very successful people. Is like the wheels are always turning. And so like you just think of something, and the best thing to do if you can is just to get it off your mind. So sometimes you write it down, and if it's specific to like an employee, you just like, I'll just send this to them so that I can move on, wipe the slate clean and move on. So if you work for a successful company, your boss is that type of person who the wheels are just always turning. And if you're salesman number one and I'm salesman number two, and you're the guy who's like, I don't respond to anything after hours, but I want to get to manage sales management, I will respond to things after hours. And I'll make myself reachable, and I'll address problems after hours. Maybe not all the time, maybe sometimes, because you're never going to do it. And so then I'll be the one who gets the promotion and not you. And so it's a choice, and like you have every right to say no, but like don't expect to be able to, like there's going to come a point where you're going to have to sacrifice like something. And so like I suggest not taking the work calls and looking after your family when you get home, because work will always be there. But salesman number two might take the call, and he might take care of some issues on the spot, and he's going to get the raise, or he's going to get the promotion. And so that's just inherent when we live in a capitalist society. It's like people are going to just capitalize on opportunities that are given to them. And so when we have kind of these like blatant kind of I think they're kind of like non-common sense laws put into place. It's like, look, like if you don't want to be contacted, then just turn off your phone, or like silence your boss, after a certain hour, and then respond to him in the morning. But like,
I couldn't believe that it's going to be a law to be passed.
Yeah, like that's
begin
silly to
with.
me. Yeah. So like, I mean, like,
what?
don't just turn off your phone. Block, block the number on certain hours, right?
Yeah.
Or, like, because the fact of the matter is, salesman number two might take the call, and so you have to make a decision. Am I going to compete? Because that's what capitalism is, and that's how working for companies that are progressive and progressing, that's how it works. So that's great. We have a law where like you have the right to refuse, but just so you know, you always have the right to refuse a boss's phone call, and like just now you're gonna do it, and the government's saying you're allowed to do it, but like somebody else is just gonna take the call, because that's what I would have done. Like there's a certain point in my life where I would sacrifice certain things at certain times, and I would have taken the call, and I did. And I was at work after hours, and then I got promoted, and then I got the raise, and you know, that's why I am where I am now. Just be, not because like I'm not talking wealth wise or financially. I'm just saying like I've moved from into sales, and then into I got to go to courses that educated me on how to talk to people and how to get them to spend money, and how to convince them that like they needed to fix their car. And those kind of skills gave me the ability to have these conversations with you guys, and to be able to convince people that like I'm the right guy to work with, and why you should invest your money with me. And so one thing leads to another. But like these kind of blatant laws are just like hilarious. It's like, look, if you don't take the call, then just don't take the call. Like it's not rocket science, Like there's sometimes when you call me and I don't take the call. Like, or like when I call you, you don't take the call. And like, it's like, okay, it is what it is. But like, yeah, it's just funny, eh?
The reason it's a law is it's to prevent employers dismissing you.
Right. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So they can't fire you for not taking the call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On those grounds, employees shouldn't be pressured.
Right. So this would be like an HR law, I guess, to protect people from unfair advantage. Right?
But like I said, like
I'm sorry, it's still gonna happen.
it's still, and like there's certain job or roles that will still require you on like a late night.
Yeah.
Because like you don't really, like, for example, me,
Yeah.
right? Like I don't have like a time schedule. Like
No.
when I stop working or when I work, but like
Sometimes
yeah.
you'll work late.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll work early.
Yeah.
Like it just depends.
Yeah.
On the day. But like that's also like, or you can get on a bus and leave 2 hours early for work every day. To work the same hours every single day and work 6 days a week. Like that's also has its advantages though too, because then you can just walk away and you're done. But like, not everything's good and perfect all the time. But like, yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah, it's to protect people from bosses won't be able to fire you because you didn't take the call, and they shouldn't be able to treat other people with like. They can't say, "Oh, he got the promotion because you don't take calls after hours," right? They can't say that anymore.
I'm gonna bring this stuff.
Okay.
Like this stuff is
is that the one I got you?
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then no,
You want to sit down with me and talk?
Yeah,
A little bit? Come sit on my lap.
Yeah.
Here, I can give him this.
Me?
Here, sit down.
Oh,
In the hot
hey
seat.
John, have you trial styling kept?
No, yeah, well, we did. Yeah, we did in Taviuni.
In
But we
Taviuni.
don't have it for ourselves yet. Yeah.
Would
Yeah.
you ever?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I have to save for it, but yeah. I definitely would.
Yeah.
So, how's it been hanging out with your grandma and grandpa?
Good.
Yeah? What's been your best part about spending time with grandma and grandpa from Canada?
Buddy.
Don't kick it, because you're shaking the camera. Do you want to do this, by the way? Because you don't have to do this.
I wanna.
You wanna? Okay. Yeah, what have you enjoyed?
Do
Don't kick it, because you're shaking your blue buddy. What have you enjoyed about hanging out with your grandma and grandpa?
Going to those big waves.
Going to the big waves in the
Yeah.
ocean?
Yeah.
It's been pretty fun, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I know mommy and them to come?
Yeah, and the mommy's gonna come with us tonight? Oh, no. No, it's fine. Just leave it. Did you guys eat eggs?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's great. That's great.
But fast.
What's been not good about being away from the village? Have you missed the boys in the village?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you miss playing in the village? Or
Yeah.
no? It's been pretty fun. So I brought you home for the day so that you can hang out and run around. What'd you guys do? Because I dropped you off on the road
Yeah.
with the Tama. What did you guys do out there?
Oh, we went to tie that cow.
Oh, don't kick it. Don't kick it. Oh, did you find the cow?
No, it
Oh.
was not the same cow,
Oh,
but the cow that Major and them found.
yeah.
That was.
Oh, okay. You guys tied it up?
Yeah, they were, I think they were trying to tie him.
Oh, okay. But now he's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The cow that Major and them.
Yeah.
But the cow that Tama and them are taking,
Yep.
that
The-
one didn't defeat the banana tree.
Oh, it didn't defeat the banana tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to that banana tree? Poor banana tree.
The cow.
Yeah, we have one rogue banana tree that's like off on the side of the one farm, and I think there's a cow tied there, and the rope took it down. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for-
Wangka says, bola siapa?
Wala.
Can I get a hoya?
Are they?
Wangka.
Waka? Oh.
Can I get a higher to you?
Can you do it?
Can I get higher?
Who does it better? Do you think you do better? How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it?
Can I get a higher?
No!
No! You do it. Where do you even learn that? Where do you learn that?
From the extra
Oh, yeah.
one.
Okay. Thank you guys for joining. That was an awkward ending to this beautiful live that we've had. My name is Jonathan. This is my youngest son, Sevenaya, named after my grandfather.
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah. And we'll see you guys again on Monday.
And
At
one yellow for
4:30?
dead.
Yeah. One other for me.
Just gonna have fun.
Yeah, we're going to take these guys back to Sandalwood so
Small one.
they can hang out. Oh. And we will see you guys on Monday at 4:30. My name is Jonathan. This is On the Mat. We'll catch you later.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.